show is this anyway? Different. How different?
Impactful. Cutting edge.
Let's take this form, this very American tradition of entertainment into the 21st century, the new millennium.
Okay, no. What's the name of the show?
The Experience.
I really like this. You know how I know? I'm getting a boner.
Have you lost your mind? Do you know how much mail we will get?
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
The content of the show, it's just politically incorrect.
Exactly. Who are the characters? You got characters involved?
We have
Three-dimensional character.
What do you got?
how about
Pocono Dave?
Oh, here we go, dealing with these Negroes again. Artie, life of the party.
Your eyes are closed, a mouth is a mouth, a toe is a toe, and a booty is a booty.
This is gonna be crazy. We're gonna hit it with the bomb diggity on this one. No, we're gonna get to star in the show because we need a star to carry the show.
The queen of all media, Wendy Williams.
Folks will be outraged.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Yes, it's the Wendy Williams Experience, everybody. It's Advice Hour. Before we get into it, Matthew Knowles, everyone, is looking for another group like Destiny's Child. And he's currently in talks, they say, with a number of TV stations, including MTV. He wants to create a talent show aimed at eventually, being able to form an all-girl R&B group out of the winners of the show. A pop-style format. He says that it says that what they want to do, they say, is whittle it down to 20 girls, and these girls will then attend Matthew's boot camp in Texas. And Matthew wants to get Jay-Z to be one of the judges on the program. Well, you know what? This sounds like a good making of the band. This sounds like, because that Matthew Knowles, he don't play. He's 53, nowhere near retirement. Destiny's Child is blown up and on a different level than this next group. I would expect that, he wouldn't feel like there's any competition and everything. So I'll keep you posted on that. And Lenny Kravitz is about to go out on tour. I like Lenny a lot. He's going to kick off the U.S. leg of the tour anyway with 27 cities. And the tour is called Electric Church One Night Only. Damn you, Lenny. Oh, boy. And then he's going to do 19 countries after the United States. I got tickets for the Beacon Theater leg, and he's going to be in New York April 21st at the Beacon Theater for one night at 8 p.m. There's only one Lenny, one night. It's Advice Hour, though, now. Hello.
Wendy.
Hi.
I love you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I listen all the time, but I really need your advice.
Okay.
Okay, I'm 21 now. I've been with my man since I was 17.
Mm-hmm.
And we're married now. We just got married in October. And in the past, we both cheated on each other, and we got through it. And now I'm like, I'm at the point where I feel old. We don't go out. We don't do anything. We go to work, and we go home. And I feel like I should be doing more. You know what I mean?
How old are you now?
I'm 21. But I've been with him since I was 17. And he's 27. And, I don't know. Look, I'm bi, and he knows that, and we used to have our fun. But I feel like urges all the time to be like I used to be. But now
Why did you get married?
Huh?
Why did you get married?
I don't know, because everyone was, we were engaged for 2 years. And
oh, God, why did you get engaged?
Well, that was sort of my fault.
It's all your fault. It's all your fault. When he asked you to marry him, you should have said, no, I'm not ready.
I know, but I was 18, and at the time it seemed so perfect,
Yeah, I know. I understand.
And now I'm like...
Where was your mom? What was she saying?
Oh, no, I don't speak to her. My parents are divorced. It was a whole big mess.
Yeah. So you felt like you wanted to belong someplace.
Yeah,
and create your own stability.
Yeah, no one ever loved me as much as he did. And when I moved out of my dad's house, we moved in together.
Okay.
I've never been on my own. And a while before we got married...
But that's your fault.
That is my fault.
Okay.
I know. Before we got married, I tried, breaking up with him, telling him at least let's try and live separately, and maybe after I do it on my own, then we could go through it. And he of course put up a fight, and then we ended up getting married instead. And now I feel like if I go back on everything now, that like I don't want to ruin his life. I don't want him to hate me forever. I
But
don't
your
want to
life is being ruined because you're married and you're 21 and you're bi and you hate it and you feel old. You feel old. You feel old because you're not living the life ideally like a 21-year-old should be living it, which I guess there is no ideal life, but certainly at 21 it starts with being single with no children and perhaps having a nice boyfriend, but certainly not being married.
What do you think I should do?
Divorce him?
I know, but here's the thing. We live in my brother's house. It's like a mother-daughter house.
Oh, God. You guys aren't even like married people. You were a bunch of kids playing house. And
No. My brother's married. He has a house. We rent the whole downstairs apartment.
Okay.
And, like, my mother, who I don't talk to, I never see, is paying for us to go to the Bahamas because it's, like, the first thing she's ever done for me in my life in June. And I can't. I feel like I can't do anything until after that because she is the type of mom that would sue me for the money. You know what I mean? So, like, if I break it up...
What do you do for yourself? Like, do you work?
Yeah, I'm a full-time office manager, and I have another job on the weekends. I'm a sales rep.
Okay, good for you. And what does your husband do?
He's a representative for Commerce Bank.
Do you love him enough to want to work this marriage out?
I really do. He's a perfect man.
So then why don't you guys go to counseling?
Because I can't confess all this to him. He'll leave me.
Then your marriage is based on a lie.
You think I should, every time I tell him how I feel, he listens and he understands, but, I don't know. He doesn't...
I don't know either. I think that you guys need to talk with a third party, like go into counseling or something. I mean, if you love him enough to save the marriage, then save the marriage. And you feeling old and feeling like you guys don't do anything is probably because, as opposed to dating and living apart and feeling so refreshed when you see each other, you're like Marge and Jim. You're the old married couple. You've been together since forever, and you don't go out and kick up your heels and stuff.
And that's what we do go out. We go to clubs. We party. We do.
Then how do you feel like an old lady?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, I would suggest counseling.
Okay.
Take care. Bye bye. You see? I mean, there's nothing we can do about her, but at least you can learn, young girl, marriage and 21 do not mix. Hello?
Hi, Wendy.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, I was calling because I have a question.
Excuse me, but there are exceptions to every rule. Just had to put that in there. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. My sister-in-law, actually, my husband's brother's wife is getting played big time, and I want to know if I should tell her. Now, this is how she's getting played by my brother-in-law. For 3 years, he's been having an affair. Every Saturday, he says he's going to work, and he's not going to work. He's going to see his jump-off. And I think that his jump-off might have a kid. By him. Now, wait a minute. They had a beautiful house in Middletown, in Jersey. She had the perfect life, and she thought her husband was all that. Now, he's totally fallen apart. They have nothing. They live with their in-laws. He's playing her like a fool, and she thinks he's got a shopping disorder. He spent $20,000-$30,000 hooking up this other girl, his Latin lover, that she is fooled by.
What does your brother say? What does your husband say about this?
My husband says to me that I should hit around and tell her. Try to wake her up.
Then why don't you invite her over to the house so you can do this hinting while your husband's witnessing it?
He's told her himself, I would leave my brother. He's told her. I knew he was having an affair the whole time.
Okay,
well,
if
he
he's
was trying
told
to hit
her,
on me.
listen. If he's told her and she doesn't want to leave, then let her live her life. In the meantime, that's your husband's brother, and you don't want your husband in any way, shape, or form. You don't want this dirt to infect your marriage. So if I were you, I would stay out of it. If your husband said tell her, and he's already told her and she doesn't want to do anything, then leave it alone. It's really touchy. I would not get together with her on a weekend, just you two girls, and tell her. I wouldn't talk to her about anything dealing with this unless your husband was right there in the room co-signing with everything you're saying.
I see.
Because you don't want that to infect your marriage. Thank you for calling.
Wendy?
Yes?
You know what? The reason why it was getting me so heated is because when I sit at family gatherings with him, he knows I know, and he's sitting there smirking at me, laughing like, yeah, it don't matter what you tell her.
So what? Suck it up. So what?
So what?
Yeah.
All right. I love you, Wendy.
Take care. I love you, too.
Bye-bye.
About yesterday when the young lady wrote in about being 15 and being raped by her 18-year-old cousin, and now she's about 3 months pregnant. Thought about that a lot yesterday, and I've come back to the table with some telephone numbers. Regardless of your age, if you're being sexually assaulted, raped, or you've been sexually assaulted, I've got 3 places that you can go for help. But first, I wanted to read this letter from Uptown Girl. She says, Wendy, I think the mother knows something, referring to the girl from yesterday. She may be one of those single parents who leaves her kids with anybody who will watch them for a small fee. When you have a daughter and you're a good mother, you see changes that the girl goes through. I was molested as a child, and there are signs. My mother chose to ignore them because her bills were paid and she did not have to work. So while she would go out and shopping with her man, go shopping, her man was trying his hardest to get up in me at the ripe age of 11 years old. Once it came out, my mother tried to sweep it under the rug and tried to make it out like it was my fault when she was confronted by my auntie, which told me that she would sacrifice me and my life for her man. We lived in a tenement building, so I was give up cheap. I don't know what that means. Anyway, this is a girl who comes from, I was thinking about that too. I was like, how does a mother not see the signs that there's something wrong with their child, son or daughter? You know what I mean? How do you not see that? I tend to believe what this woman is saying. The mother probably knows what's going on. But the 18-year-old boy cousin probably, babysits for next to nothing. And the mother just chooses to ignore the signs. Some women don't deserve the title of mother. And this girl might be right. She also suggests that the girl go to a guidance counselor, though, as opposed to go to the mother. Go to the guidance counselor, and then the guidance counselor will put her in the proper authorities. Oh, God. Anyway, if you are a victim of sexual crime, 911rape.org is where you can go. 911rape.org supports victims, and you will be anonymous, and they will give you the information and the resources and whatnot. And they have a special section there for college students and teens. So that's 911rape.org. Or you can check out this website, safehorizons.org. Safe Horizons' mission is to provide support and prevent violence. In other words, I'll kill you if you tell somebody, like the cousin told this girl. Prevent violence and promote justice for victims of crimes and abuse and their families and their community. So safehorizon.org. And here's another one, and this one is a telephone number. It's the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network. In short, this organization is called RAIN, Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network. It's the nation's largest anti-sexual assault organization. And here's their hotline, 1-800-656-HOPE. 1-800-656-HOPE. And, wow. Dear Wendy, I'm a 28-year-old mother of 2. I'm soon to be married to a man that I have loved for 8 years, not my children's father. I've moved to another state and took a pay cut to be with this man, but it's still not enough. I would do anything to be with him, but 5 years from now, I don't want to realize that I've compromised too much. What should I do, Wendy? Should I leave him? Or should I fight for my man? Well, why don't you get another job? Cut back on your lifestyle. If you really want to be, why did he not move to where you are? Are you making more money than him? 28-year-old mother of 2. You've been in love with him for 8 years. So I guess you had your kids when you were a teen mom. She says she took a pay cut to be with him, but it's just not enough money. I imagine she says, but it's still not enough. Not enough what? Like not enough he still yells at you, or not enough money? I'm going to go with not enough money. Take another job. Ask him to take a second job. She doesn't want to live with the regret that 5 years from now she's compromised too much. Well, fight for your relationship. If you believe in this relationship, you'll fight, you know? Okay, you guys, you have got to try the Jergens products. First of all, 2 summers ago, I began using the hair reduction lotion. I use it during the summer primarily because during the winter, even though I keep my hair off, my legs and whatnot. During the summer, for some reason, I just find I like to use it because it's so thick and rich and it does reduce the hair coming back on your legs. Like after you get your wax or you shave or whatever you do to your legs, it works. The Jergens, it's the hair reduction one. I forgot exactly what it's called. And then, oh, damn, I only have 10 seconds left on the break. I got to finish talking to you about these Jergens products. I got to tell you about the jean shop, and we'll get back into Advice Hour. Next break. Keep it here.
She says, I know that Tyrone doesn't care about me. She says, he looks at me like I'm just a piece of, and I look at him like he's just some.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
It is a gorgeous day in New York City. Oh, not a cloud in the sky. The boats on the river. I didn't even wear a jacket to work today. I mean, I have a little wrap just in case it gets chilly later on, but it's beautiful out. Welcome to spring, everybody. Shout out to Uptown. This Saturday at 6 p.m., our WBLS Shore Shots are going to be playing over at the Riverbank State Park Gym. We're going to be taking on the BGLO All-Stars, and it's to benefit the New York Alumni Foundation Leadership Institute program. So that's going to be on Saturday at 6 p.m., like I said, at Riverbank State Park Gym. If your team would like to play our team, it's that time of year. We're available to hoop it up with you. You got to call the WBLS Shore Shot hotline at 212-592-0556. 212-592-0556. Sure. Friday, all roads lead to Lounge 42, which is so easy. It's exit 7 off of, off what, Trev? Yeah.
Cross County Parkway.
Oh, exit 7 off the Cross County Parkway. It's like 25 yards off the exit. It is so easy to get there. I'm hosting the WBLS live broadcast. Now, you're going to have time to get your disco nap right after work because you'll want to go home because the club stays open until 4 o'clock in the morning. But the doors open up at 11, and then the broadcast begins at 1. I know I take a little nap before I go to Lounge 42, but it's a great time. It's a grown and sexy crowd. Truly, if you're looking to party in a different place with mature people, ladies 23 and older, guys 25 and older, Lounge 42. They call it Hard Bottom Fridays. Hard bottoms means no rubber sole shoes, no sneakers, men. All right. Hard Bottom Fridays, Lounge 42. Shout out to everybody listening at Beyond Image Motorworks. They're a real special place. They do the wheels and accessories and all that other kind of good stuff over in Union, New Jersey, on Morris Ave. Those are some good guys. Beyond Image Motorworks. I like them. Shout out to everybody listening at the Steve Madden store on 34th Street. Thanks for turning us on. Shout out to everybody on 125th Street listening in the stores. It's just a beautiful day. Just a beautiful, beautiful day. All right, let's keep it moving there, Artie boy.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Hi, Wendy. This is Single in Long Island. I need advice on how to ask if the moo sound effect can be erased from memory. There are a lot of big women that listen to the show and enjoy every moment. And when it comes to the sound, that sound, I think it is greatly unappreciated. Grow a thicker skin. The moo stays. I don't want to hear it either. Play it.
Oh.
There you go.
This it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot.
Coming through your speakers, boy.
It's Wendy, man.
Hi, Hi, everybody. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. I got a note back from that woman who moved to another state to be with the man that she loves, and she took her she took her 2 kids, and they're about to get married. So here she is. She says, Wendy, this is the 28-year-old single mom again. It's not a money issue. All I've done still doesn't seem to be enough for the relationship, meaning that she moved to another state and everything to make it work out. We're both strong-willed individuals. We constantly bump heads. We always seem to work it out, but I want him to try harder to meet me halfway. He thinks that I will eventually leave him, but moving and taking a job closer to home I thought would be enough. Please help. It sounds like you all aren't ready to get married. I mean, if you're both strong-willed people and you've got 2 children outside of this relationship already, are you sure that you're not settling just to get some sort of 2-parent stability in the home for your children outside of this relationship? Doesn't sound to me like you all are ready to get married. And since you see moving wasn't enough, and because relationships are hard enough, marriage is even harder. And when you have 2 strong-willed people, somebody has got to be the man about it. And I'm talking about in terms of, just sometimes just backing off and saying, you know what, I'm not going to let this fight continue. Since apparently she is, it's not going to be me. Or since he is, I'm going to be the one to close my mouth and fall back. You're not ready to get married. Dear Wendy, I've been in psychotherapy off and on since I was 21. What is a psychotherapy as opposed to a psychiatrist and psychologist? Oh, I don't know. Somebody just explain that to me. Is that where you get pills? I've been in psychotherapy on and off since I was 21, and now I'm 30. The issue that I've been dealing with is developing social skills, improving my self-esteem, etc. Those types of issues. Nothing major, Wendy. Overall, I feel it has helped me grow into myself as a person. I have grown tremendously thanks to psychotherapy. Now, the last 5 years, I've been seeing this male therapist. I can't stand him, but he helps me greatly. But at the same time, sometimes he brings his own personal feelings into my session. I don't want to be in therapy for the rest of my life. I want to make my own mistakes and deal with life as best I can. But I feel lost without therapy right now. I'm hoping I don't go back to my same insecure ways. But Wendy, should I quit psychotherapy and deal with life on my own? I'm confused. Sign, RJ. RJ, it's, to my understanding, therapy is one of those things, kind of like, I equate it kind of with riding a bicycle. You learn with the training wheels, and that's your therapist. And then you eventually get the training wheels taken off. In other words, you eventually get rid of your therapist and you learn how to ride on your own. You will still fall off your bike, but you will have all the tools that you need to get up and stand strong. And if you've been in psychotherapy, learning to deal with self-esteem issues and social skills for 9 years, I think it's time for you to take the training wheels off. And as far as your therapist bringing his personal feelings into your sessions and you feeling as though it's intruding on your time, well, one social skill that you need to learn to deal with is telling people when to put that where back there. So you don't need to go back into therapy to learn how to do this, but you should have told him a long time ago, this is my $70 or whatever you're paying per hour. You save your feelings for when you go see your shrink. Thank you, RJ. Okay, let's talk about the jean shop. I went there today. I actually got a pair of custom jeans. Now, this is what they mean by custom jeans. Remember I was telling you about this place earlier in the week? I said that I was going to go and investigate. Well, I did. All right, I'm going to give you the telephone number, too. They don't have a website set up, but I found the place fascinating. First of all, let me just get to the bottom line. There is no stretch in the jeans. Yes, I was gagging from the door. I was like, what? There's no way I'm going to fit these jeans. But they actually fit. The Jean Shop jeans are for men and for women. The men, you have 3 different rises, from regular rise to low rise. Some rocker men like to wear low rise, or gay men, or men who just, like to feel themselves. Like Art, I could see where you would enjoy low rise jeans. You would enjoy low-rise jeans. They have low-rise jeans for men there, too. Now, ladies, let's talk about us. They have 2 rises. They have a mid-rise and a low-rise. Both mid-rise and low-rise have a 2.5-inch zipper. The mid-rise is only an inch difference in the rise than the low-rise. I got low-rise. I am a long, tall Sally. I'm a tall drink of water. They've got 3 different lengths of the jeans. And can I just say that my 37-inch inseam worked with the jeans. I don't need to add anything. I don't look like I'm wearing my little sister's clothing, nothing. 3 different lengths, and I got the tallest. These jeans are expensive. I'm not going to lie to you. They're, a little over $200. So therefore, but look, you pay that for something that you really like if you wanted some leather jeans or some suede or something like that. So these are jeans. It's the finest fabric. I felt it. I purchased myself. Okay. The fabric comes from Japan. The rivets and zippers come from Italy. Everything is made here in the U.S. They are not going to custom jeans. They don't do custom like fix the waist if it's too big or fix the length if it's too small. What they do is they customize the wash. It starts off with the darkest blue denim. Then you decide what color you want the thread to be. They have 4 different picks of thread. Do you want orange? Do you want yellow? Do you want green? And I forgot the other thread. I took orange. Then, how faded out do you want them? Okay, I bought 2 pair. I bought 1 pair that I'm just going to leave dark. And then another pair, and it'll be a week before I can go back and get them. Or they could mail them to me, but I choose to go back and get them because they're right next to La Perla Lingerie, and I didn't bring enough money today, so, I'll go back. But, so I'm going to have mine washed. Then they fit me real tight, and I don't want any skin bubbling through at the thighs, so I chose not to get holes in mine. I just want them tight and sexy. But I said, you know what? Zhuzh up the pocket area. Make them worn at the pocket. Make them worn at the fly. Make them worn down at the bottom where there's no fat bubbling. Here's the Jean Shop telephone number: 212-366-JEAN. Get yours today. Why not?
Wendy, man. Ex-boyfriend. He wants to fight me.
How old is everybody?
I'm 43. She's 38. And he's 40.
The Wendy Williams Experience.